Greetings, my dear friends. I miss you all dearly. Today, I'm going to share a bone-chilling tale that befell my friend during her study trip to Australia. But before we plunge into this harrowing account, I must urge you, turn off the lights and put on your headphones so you can truly immerse yourself in the haunting atmosphere of this story. And one more thing, if the dread creeps up on you and you find yourself gripped by fear, don't forget to leave a like for the video. If it's your first time here, and you're brave enough, subscribe to the channel. You've been warned. Several years ago, I relocated to a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. It marked my first experience of living independently. The apartment complex had been constructed in the 1930s. After residing there for a few months, I returned home from work one day and entered the bathroom. I encountered an unsettling sight. The wooden board that covered a hole in the ceiling, leading to a small attic space, was shattered into two pieces on the floor. Upon closer inspection, I noted that the board was an inch thick and would have required significant force, akin to that of Bruce Lee's strength, to break it. Initially, I suspected that perhaps the landlord had dispatched someone to work in the attic. However, paralysis due to fear gripped me as a chilling thought crossed my mind. Someone might be up there without authorization or notice. I contacted the landlord via email, attaching photos and inquiring if anyone had entered my rental unit without prior notice, expressing a degree of irritation due to the lack of forewarning. Her response simply stated, "Please call me as soon as you are able." Upon calling her, she revealed that similar incidents had been reported by her previous two tenants. She assured me that she would replace the board causing these disturbances and subsequently fulfilled this promise. However, approximately 1 month later, I was abruptly awakened around 4 a.m. with an overwhelming sensation akin to someone rubbing their hands on me, leaving me covered in goosebumps. Everything was silent until a disquieting noise emerged from above my bed. It resembled the sound of a heavy object being dragged, much like the dragging of a sack of potatoes. Immobilized by fear, I reached the unsettling conclusion that there was someone up there. No animal could produce such an unmistakable sound. After 5 excruciating minutes, I summoned enough courage to switch on the light and head towards the bathroom, clutching a cricket bat for protection. Upon inspection, I discovered that the new board covering the hole had been split in two. A wave of nausea washed over me as I processed this development. Although the dragging noise had ceased, it was replaced by something even more sinister, whispering. The sound was unnervingly distinct, emanating from the attic. It echoed with chilling clarity, resembling the voices of children. The most unsettling part. One eerie sentence was being repeated over and over again.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
I turned on every light in the apartment to create a sense of normalcy. It was 5 a.m., and the darkness outside was pervasive. In an attempt to unwind, I decided to watch television. However, shortly thereafter, a fuse blew. My pet budgie, Dexter, typically silent during nighttime hours, began squawking as though he were in distress. The sounds emanating from him were unprecedented. It seemed as though he was screaming. Panicked, I took my car keys and ran outside, seeking refuge in my vehicle until daybreak. Observing individuals walking their dogs brought me some comfort and encouraged me to return inside. Upon arrival at my apartment, I noticed that the front door was open, a detail which I attributed to my hasty departure earlier. Concerned for Dexter's well-being, I hurried to the kitchen only to find his cage empty. An immediate wave of nausea washed over me. Given that all windows were closed, I initiated a thorough search within the apartment. When I approached the bathroom, the sound of splashing caught my attention. There lay Dexter, partially submerged in the toilet water. I took him outside, washed him, and dried him. Confounded by the events of the previous night, I contacted the landlord at 8 a.m., providing her with a diluted account of what had transpired. Her response was rather unsettling. "Oh, wow, you hear the whispering too." Despite these eerie occurrences, I remained in that apartment for another 18 months. During this period, I occasionally heard the whispering and twice witnessed the board covering the hole in the ceiling move. Although I have since relocated, my former landlord recently reached out to inform me that her new tenants were eager to discuss similar disturbances they had been experiencing there. My reply was unequivocal: those issues are now strictly their problem. Wow, you made it here. You're a true champion. A massive thank you to everyone for your amazing support. Our channel has now reached 94 subscribers and is steadily nearing the big 100 mark. If you enjoyed the story, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. And hey, don't forget to drop me a comment. Do you really believe in demons?